Now let's look at South America, at the country of Ecuador. It's a nation of about 17 million people and it's caught in a cycle of violence. Ecuador has declared a state of emergency. The first one under the current president, President Daniel Noboa. Under his predecessor, emergencies were routine, but this is the first one since Noboa took office. He won the presidency last November. He promised to bring an end to Ecuador's crime wave. But it looks like he's trying the same old tactics, deploying the army to fight crime. He wants to use Ecuador's army to bring criminal gangs to heel, especially the ones who've taken over the country's prison system. The 36-year-old president made this announcement yesterday on Instagram.
Ecuadorians, the time when the people condemned of narco-traffic, murder and organized crime dictated over the government in place has already finished. What we see in the country's prisons is the result of our decision to confront them. This is why, from the government, we've started to act to recover control of the prisons, which has been lost in the last years. In response, these narco-terrorist groups intend to threaten us and believe that we will concede their demands.
He says Ecuador's prisons have been lost in recent years, which is almost an understatement. These were scenes from one of the prisons yesterday. Inmates had taken over. They were casually relaxing on the prison roof. While security forces watched from the ground, the prison guards had been taken hostage. They were being held inside. It's a damning indictment of the state of Ecuador's prisons. So is the news that likely triggered this emergency. A dreaded gang leader has gone missing. His full name is Jose Adolfo Macias Villamar, but he is better known by his nickname Fito. He leads one of Ecuador's most powerful gangs called Los Choneros. It's a drug cartel, which also dabbles in murder, assassination, extortion and other crimes. Now, Fito has been running it since 2020 from within a prison. He was sentenced to 34 years in jail in the year 2011, but that did not stop him from taking up the gang's leadership. In fact, being in jail did not stop him from doing a lot of things. He was known to feature in music videos shot within the prison compound, which glorified the drug lord's criminal exploits. As I said, Ecuador's prisons have been lost. They're now playgrounds for gangsters like Fito. But the new president wanted to shake things up. There were reports that Fito was going to be moved last Sunday, not too far, just to a high security area within the same prison compound where he was operating. It may not sound like much, but apparently Fito still did not want to move. So he seems to have escaped instead. 2 prison guards have been accused of helping him flee. They're now under investigation and thousands of police and military officials have been deployed all over Ecuador, both to hunt Fito down and to maintain order at prisons all over the country. Because gang members are causing problems in at least 6 prisons. And they're creating chaos outside as well. 4 police officials were kidnapped last night. This is after the emergency was declared. Vehicles have been torched, explosives are being thrown about. Basically a breakdown of law and order in Ecuador. And some of this may be to distract the security forces to keep them occupied while Fito escapes. And he's done it before. Escaped from prison. He did it in 2013, so he knows the tricks to evade the police. It took them 4 months to catch him the last time. He was apparently found at his mother's house. Now another manhunt is on, and the new president has his task cut out. Ecuador's criminal gangs are entrenched. A 60-day state of emergency is not going to uproot them. The president needs a new strategy, or Ecuador's gangs will continue to run riot.